Welcome back, my fellow Warcraft Grognuts. We are doing more WoWGuessr. We're doing more WoWGuessr because I am enjoying playing it, if you don't enjoy watching it, then don't watch it. That sounded a lot more hostile than it should be. Uh, well, I am enjoying playing it, so I'm going to keep playing it and trying to see if I can become the WoW Rainbolt, which is an extremely depressing thing to aspire to be. Because not only I aspire to be a guy who's only famous from another browser game and a YouTuber, but like a lesser version of him that only does one certain video game. Uh, well, it's some kind of aspiration to aspire to, and I am enjoying playing this. So let's see if I can beat my record. And I still don't remember the actual number of points I got that I was trying to beat. But I remember that I was number 13 twice, the second time because I picked a different category, but I was number 13 both occasions. So we'll try to beat our previous record and at least be on placed higher than last time. Will that work out? Let's find out. We are set for 30 rounds, just like the first time. Unlimited time still, because maybe I will change that to a limited time when I get more comfortable with it. And no move, no pan, no zoom, because it makes it a little more challenging. All right, let's without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, for a moment I feared that we were just going to get a blue screen and we would have to guess the Senegal gradient. But no, this is Dread Wastes, and we are relatively south in the Dread Wastes. I know this place. This is like around here once it loads up. It is being very slow today because Fridays are usually very bad for my internet connection. We are like here somewhere, and now we gotta analyze this more closely. We are looking, of course, we are looking east at that higher area here with the barrier, with the wall, the Great Wall of Pandaria, and like if we could find the like this particular patch of ground on the map, it is possible. It is possible to find like a particular patch of ground on the map. Is that the area with the lake that we are seeing over here? Is is that it? I think that is the area with the lake that we are seeing over here. And like, can we see that here somewhere? It's the view distance isn't very far, so we don't see a lot of detail here. We see a bunch of trees, bunch of the big trees, the Kipari trees on the borders. Maybe we're like further away. Maybe like further away, and we are seeing. We're not that far away, are we? No, I think we wouldn't be that far away. I think we are like right over the ledge that leads into that lake area. And like, can we find like this particular patch of ground that's shaped like this? And we are looking like northeast. So if we were looking north, exactly north, it would be turned like in this direction. So it should be like shaped like, so it should be shaped like this if we're looking north. Can we find this exact patch of ground over here? We're probably not that close to it. I'm going to say we are like here. Okay. We were much further away. So it wasn't the lake area where we were seeing. We were seeing this place with all the tiny islands. Okay, that's not a very good start. Okay. Eastern Plaguelands, that's for sure. And we are in like the eastern part of it, where there's like more ruins. There's ruins all over the zone, but it's like it's going to be like this area over here somewhere. Can we find this building? Can we find this building like on like a road? I don't think it's a road really, but it's like one of these like darker patches of ground. Can we find this particular building? I think this is like heading into like these areas over here. Yeah, this is not very detailed. We might not be able, although we can see like these buildings, which are not much bigger. I know how this building looks. I know how this building looks, and it's not much bigger than this. It's like maybe this big, like maybe this big in the game. So this building would be like this size on what we're saying. Maybe it would be this, not this exact building, but it would look like this on the map. We could find like this exact building. This goes into the troll area, so it's not there. Maybe it's like one of these. It's like heading up. These are like chopped down trees. I don't think this is this. This is it. This is one of the towers that the Argents control now. Could this be it? No. Not ruined enough. This is not going to be it. This is Tea's hand that they turned into a dungeon in Season of Discovery, which I found very interesting. I think we were like in this area that we're heading. The hills are like sloping up in this direction because we're heading, and like we're looking northwest mostly, and more west-ish. We see like an area with the mushrooms that is behind the wall. So maybe we're looking at this. We're looking at this area. Maybe these are the mushrooms that we're seeing here. And like, is there like a house, a ruined house in here that we could be looking at? This could be it, but no, these hills are sloping in the northern direction behind us, so we should be seeing hills going up here if it was this. This could be it. No, I think it's not ruined enough. Hell, I'm going to click this. I'm going to say that this is the building and looking northwest at it. I'm going to say that we are here. It's probably wrong. Well, it wasn't that far away. Yeah, 62 meters away. What was this exactly? Okay, it was closer to this bridge here, and was this what we were looking at? Okay, it's not terrible. Could be better, but it's not terrible. Okay, we're looking at a rock, at a piece of rock. This is High Mountain. I know that much. This is High Mountain. It's crazy to me, like when I think about Rainbolt, I keep talking about Rainbolt because, you know, I watch some videos of his on YouTube from time to time, but it's so crazy to me when I see the guy looking at pictures of the real world, and he has the same familiarity with the real world that I have with the video game. Like, the only reason I have this level of familiarity with the video game, that I can look at this rock and immediately say High Mountain, is because I have played this game for so many hours. It's like he has been everywhere in the real world, which is, you know, 1,000 times bigger than Azeroth. It's like he has been everywhere in the real world as much as I have been in the video game. That is just crazy to me. But this dude is just impossible. I think I'm looking east at this rock. East, yes. So I think this is the path that goes down when you're doing the quests, and when you are going into the area with the harpies, and there is this Etin walking around, and I swear this Etin is just tracking you. I have no confirmation for this, but I swear this Etin is just tracking you. He's just, no matter when I look back at him, he's always going in my direction. Like, maybe I'm just paranoid. I am a little bit. Maybe I'm just paranoid, but I swear this guy is just tracking you. No, just to find the exact area where that place with the Etin is. This is not it. I think this is the place with the blood totems that we were seeing in another video previously. Now this is the place where the Nessingwari hunts are taking place. You go up the river here. There are the bears are here. I don't think this is the right direction for it, for the quest that I'm talking about. This is the capital. The high totem, is that what they called it? I forgot the name, but I know the place. So yeah, but then they send us to go like here in this direction. Is this it? No. This is the place with the Warden Tower for the PvP quests. This is the Hunter class hall. I think this is the area with the Etin, with the harpies and the Etin, and we are like going down towards this area, and we're looking east at a rock. We're not in the harpy area because there are no bridges like this, no palisades like this. I don't know if you can see the wooden posts over here, but yeah, I think we're like, I'm going to say here. If it was further up the road. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Should have went with that. But it's 42 meters away, which is not bad. Which I don't know if that will get me above place number 13. This is Dust Wallow Marsh, for sure. What are we seeing? This like mushrooms? What is that? Or is that like the Goblin Town? This is so unclear. This, like, you see a patch of green that's roughly triangular shaped, and it makes me think mushroom. But it could be like the Goblin Town. Could be, but I don't think it would be raising that like that high above the ground to be seen from over here. We are somewhere in Dust Wallow Marsh. Where are these palisades? And there's a few of them. I want to say this is like close to the Ogre Town. The Ogre Town is, this is the Tauren compounds that you invade, the Grim Totem compounds. Is this the, no, this is not the Ogre Town, this is not the Goblin Town. I think this is the Ogre Town. Must be. There's a bunch of these palisades, but there are also palisades around the ruined ogre villages that are closer to the dragons. So it could be like somewhere in here, in this like small labyrinth of these wooden palisades. I think we're closer to this area, but where exactly? There's like no really identifying factors, no really like landmarks to really identify. Like there are this exact layout of the palisade is probably identifiable, but I didn't pay that much attention to the palisades, the exact layout of the freaking wooden palisades in Dust Wallow Marsh of all places. How many people have quested a lot in Dust Wallow Marsh? Just the fact that I know that there are like these layouts of these palisades around here should tell you a lot more about me than it ought to. I'm going to say we are like right here. It's probably wrong. I wasn't very far. It was 16 meters away, in fact. So yeah, that I just guessed this general area, that is already an achievement. Don't know if that will take me to place above 13 yet, but we'll see. round 5 of 30. This is Loch Modan, northern Loch Modan. I almost said hinterlands, but it's not. It's northern Loch Modan, and I think this is where that cobalt mine is. You don't see the mine entrance here, because I cropped this picture like like here somewhere. So you don't see the cobalt mine, you don't see the mine entrance. But there is in Loch Modan, there is an area like right here. This is the mine entrance that we are seeing, and this is the dwarven building that we're seeing is here, and we are like between them and north of them, and we are seeing this rock here. Just how far north are we to have this angle? I'm going to say we are the road. We don't see this road. We see this road here. We see this road here. So we how many like hills behind it are we? I'm going to say we are here. Okay, a little further north, but it will, again 16 meters away. Not bad, not bad. Okay, what's this going to be? I think Southern Barrens. I think this is Southern Barrens. This is around the Scar. We were on the Scar in one of the previous episodes and recognized the exact hill, because there are like areas with the quillboars around the Scar with their thorns growing out of it, growing out of the ground, and there's like quillboar camp like right behind it. So we are like, I want to say we're like here. We're looking north at some of those thorns. We're looking northeast-ish at those thorns. So where exactly are we? Are there any more of those thorn areas in here? Maybe not. Maybe this is the only area with the thorns in this whole overgrowth here. So we could be looking at like here. We don't see any hint of a quillboar hut in here. Don't see any hints of water, but that water has fooled me before. There was water on the map. We weren't seeing any water because it was like hidden behind a small curve in the ground. So it has fooled me before. I'm going to say we don't see a road going through here. I'm going to say we are here. Okay, further north, and we're looking like at this thorn then. Okay, still 23 meters away. Not bad, not bad. Besides the first guess that was way too far away, we're not doing bad. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's just a patch of desert. I think we are in southwestern Uldum, and I think those are the Schnot camps. I think those are the Schnot camps. The really bad parody of the funny mustache man, I'm going to say, to not risk angering YouTube. I don't know if that really angers YouTube. I've seen other YouTubers say funny mustache, call him funny mustache man. So I'm going to call him funny mustache man. And if you don't know who that is, it's Mr. Age, who started a big war about 90 years ago. Am I saying that right? Yeah, about 85 to 90 years ago. You know what I mean. You heard people call him that on YouTube, okay? So this is one of the Schnot camps. This is one of the Schnot camps. And like this section of Uldum, we're somewhere in here. And the area is relatively flat. And we're looking west-ish at the camp. So we should be like, and there aren't really any more camps that are in this mostly flat and featureless area. So I want to say we're looking west, no, slightly more north-ish. So I'm going to say we're like here. 12 meters away. Yeah, 12 meters away. Not bad. Okay, around 8 of 30. Nether Storm, they do love Nether Storm on this game. Mainly probably because it is so featureless, because it just gives you so little hints about what's happening. Yeah, Nether Storm, somewhere in Nether Storm. I want to say somewhere like here, but it's like pretty unfalsifiable. We're relatively close to one of those pipes from a mana forge, and we are looking south at the area with another mana forge that is not this one, because this pipe probably goes to a mana forge that is behind us. So there is two different mana forges on the picture. So if we are looking at the pipe that goes to this one, what could be further? No, we would be seeing that unless we're like here, and we're looking at the pipe for this one, but we're seeing this one. But then again, wouldn't we see the whole swampy area with the ethereals if we are like here? Shouldn't we be seeing that? Hide the map. Now we see no hint of that area, that swampy area with the ethereals. So I want to say we're probably not here. Where else would we be looking at one pipe and seeing another mana forge almost straight south? Slightly more. We're looking directly at the mana forge, which is slightly west-ish of us than the pipe. So we're looking like in this direction, and we're seeing a pipe going down from a mana forge. Could this be it? But we would be seeing like Legion camps if we were in this area, and we're seeing no hints of that. This was my first guess, but I feel like this is not it. But okay, I'm going to guess this. Yeah, it was it. The second one was right after all. Yeah, it was because I was placing it like more here, and it was more over here in this direction. This is the pipe we were seeing, and this is the other mana forge. Okay, so two not very good ones. Stormheim, and we are looking south at the entrance to the Halls of Valor. And so we are in this area with the floating Rykul ghosts. Or is this the area? Or is this not the Halls of Valor? Or is this this area that we are seeing? But no, we're looking south, straight south. We're on a plain, and we are seeing that. So no, we wouldn't be here. We would be no, if we were here on this Warden Island, it would look completely different. So we are here and looking south, almost directly south at this. We are not very far past this entrance, but we don't see a road. I'm going to say we are almost directly south, but more east. So I'm going to say we're like here. Okay, we were over there. How are we seeing that directly south? We're seeing like way over there from. See the viewing distance, and wow, still fools me because of just how close together things really are. But when you look at this map, you feel like they should be further apart. Okay, this is Dragon Blight, and I think you probably don't see this Elven Tower over here, It's like the Night of Ruins that you would find on Kalimdor. There is a one place with that in Dragonblight. Probably isn't more of those places anywhere in Northrend. But I think like we're looking south-ish at that place. I'm looking southeast at the trees. And this is like Star's Rest. This is the Night Elven town, and these are like the ruins I was talking about. Looking south-ish at them. I'm looking at trees, a lot of trees, and a road going like, I think this road goes like this. This road goes like, if we're looking in southeastern direction, and this road is going parallel. So this road is going, looking southeast, and this road is going like that. It's okay. So road going like that. We're looking south at this, and we're relatively close to the road, but looking still at some trees. I'm going to say we're here. Okay, no. 91 meters away, and we are off. That was really my first guess. I wasn't never even really said it, but that was like my first thought. Yeah, that was the ruins were more like here than here, so I should have gone with that. Okay, remember to go with your first guess, with your first gut feeling. This is Crystal Song Forest, and we are looking south at Wintergrasp. Is that where? I don't recall really this particular shape of the buildings, which it makes me think first of Storm Peaks, but we're looking south. In Crystal Song Forest, we can't be in Storm. We can't be looking at Storm Peaks. It has to be like Wintergrasp. And the map of Crystal Song Forest will not give us a lot of hints because of Dalaran floating above us and covering up the map. I'm going to say we're looking like at this area, but it's like east-ish of us. I'm looking south at what could be this building that we are seeing here. This must be the building, yeah. And we're looking like almost directly south-ish at it, but we are seeing this east-ish of us. Do we see the road? We're usually further away than it seems. So I'm going to say we're here. We don't see a hill rising above us, which we would see here. So I'm going to say we're here. Okay, we are always further than it seems. And somehow that hill disappeared on the screenshot. Okay. We're still 27 meters away, so it's still not bad. It's just on the scale of the zone, it's not good. We're always further away than it seems. This is Blades Edge Mountains, so we have to go to Outland. And which exact... This is like one of those parts, one of those canyons over here. Which exact part? We are like looking north at a bend in these cliffs, in these spiky cliffs above us, and we are seeing, hide the map, we are seeing like one of these like ogre like monoliths, ogre menhirs to like east-ish of northeast-ish of us. Can we find that exact building again? It's like under a bend going in that direction, and it's not very broad over here. It's a relatively narrow looking. This is not it. This is not what we're looking at. A relatively narrow area. We would be seeing more ogre buildings if we were here. But now we are too far away. Definitely too far away. like at a bend, and we should be seeing like another of these areas rise up with one of these ogre men here, and it should be forested up above us, relatively narrow, a bend going around us. I don't see a place where it could be like here, unless we're like right under one of the bridges, and the bridge is like right above us, and it's hiding under the map. This shouldn't be it, because we would be seeing, it should be like an ogre like men here, like right under the wall. No, that's not my guess. Like under the wall that goes up to a forested area, and it should be a fairly narrow area, and I'm not seeing anything like that anywhere. This is not it, because we would be seeing the forested area north of us, over in this direction. Forested area is like northeast, east of us. My first guess was going to be like somewhere around here. This is what I'm going to say. Yeah, this is. Yeah, this is what we were seeing, and this is the forested area. But we're looking like northeastish, and there's no forested area here. So this must be what we were seeing on the edge. I don't get the proportions there. This is probably not going to win me a higher position. We are in Terracar Forest, judging by the trees, but the sky has turned into Shadow Moon Sky, which tells me that we are right on the edge between the zones, and we are like right in this area somewhere. And we are looking west at more Terracar Forest, at Arakoa Huts, at Orc Huts. These are Orc Huts. Looking west at Orc Huts, but the sky has already turned into Shadow Moon Sky. So I'm going to say we're here. That was over on the Shadow Moon side already. I thought that area shouldn't have looked that green if we were over on that side. Okay. Crystal Song Forest again. This time we are seeing Dalaran above us, west of us. Yeah, this game really repeats a lot of zones, and some zones you just never see. Like just today I got Crystal Song Forest twice. We are looking west at Dalaran and at Ice Crown, which should be impossible, because like if we're looking west at Dalaran, we shouldn't be looking west at this, because they're in different, unless we are like here, and this doesn't look like that area. And like north-ish of us is a body of water. I really don't know what that would be that would make sense. And we are at a road. We're at a road that is going like diagonal to us. Or the road that's going diagonal to us, and so if we are looking west, a road that is going diagonal like that should be going like that. And of course I do not see any roads in here. I'm going to say we're here. How is that west? How must have been seeing this way west. Yeah, I'm fooled by the perspective, because we can see things much further than they seem. That's something to remember. We're seeing things much further than they seem. If you think you're seeing things further than they seem, then it is even much further than they seem. I think I know this area. This is in Jade Forest in Pandaria, and there is a bunch of these like purple flower places. This must be it. Don't get sticky to me. I'm talking to the cursor. Sometimes it just like sticks to the map. It could be this area, or it could be this area. And we're looking west at peaks, and there's peaks everywhere here. If we were here looking west, we wouldn't be seeing these rises. Okay? We wouldn't be seeing these rises. We would be seeing it going down, and we would be seeing it going into the statue or the ruined statue, depending on the phase they took the picture in. So we have to be in this area and seeing these two peaks here, and looking like west, or looking at if it is this peak, and we're looking mostly west at it, should be here, 10 meters away. Okay, that's a good one. 16 out of 30. Let's see. This is Broken Shore for sure. This is Broken Shore, and I think we are looking like mostly west at this area. I think this is what we are looking at here. We're looking like mostly west-ish, and it's either like this, but we wouldn't be seeing this area from here. Have to be here. Yeah, things are always further than they seem, so we must be here. Like on this shore, we are seeing this island west of us, so I think we're here. Yeah, 6 meters away. Okay. Yeah, this is something you got to remember. Things that are always further than they seem. This is Ajuna or Suramar. There are areas of Suramar that are more green. Well, this is Ajuna, near the area with the owl cats. The area with the owl cats, was it technically Ajuna or Suramar? That is what I don't remember. I remember the area. And we are looking southwest at, I think we are seeing the Legion buildings. Southwest of us, Legion buildings. It must be these buildings. And things are further than they seem. I'm looking mostly south. There is a road with us going like not parallel. I forget what's the opposite of parallel in English. I remember what they called in Polish, but I forget what. Not parallel, but the other one, the one that is directly going across you. We're looking south, and the road is going. Could be looking like at this area now. Could be seeing like this whole area. Could be seeing this whole area. Because remember, things are always further than they seem. Yeah, and these buildings are not in this section. There is just this one big portal that goes to Niskara. So this is a much bigger area. Is there like an area with this color over here in this part of Suramar? No, this is much more raised, and there are more like buildings here, and this doesn't look like that. I recall this area roughly, and it doesn't look like this. Like, don't get sticky with me. I want to say like maybe like in this area, and we are seeing like all the way over here. I'm going to say we're here. Now it was Ajuna, it was much closer. Okay, sometimes things are not as far as they seem. Okay, I probably already ruined the run, and I'm not going to get to higher position. Dread Wastes again. Like, Dread Wastes again. Lost Gamer, please give us less Dread Wastes, and more like, I don't know, Stone Talon Mountains. I haven't seen Stone Talon Mountains on here once. I have seen Darkshore maybe like once, Winterspring maybe like once, never seen Moonglade on here. Lost Isles, never seen them. Kazan, never, even though it's on the map. What's this one? Is that Thunder Isle? I've never seen Thunder Isle on this. That's the fake Thunder Isle that was never released, I think. Yeah, that's the one that was never released with the copy of the Seat of Knowledge from here. So like you could just put this over here because that was never released. And the Isle of Giants. I've never seen the Isle of Giants on here. I don't think I've ever seen Zuldazar. I've seen Vol'dun like twice already. Never seen Nazmir. So like, what's up with that? Okay, we're again in Dread Wastes. Can I like report after I finish this round? Can I report this and say too much Dread Wastes? Give us other zones. Okay, where are we? We're looking west at one of the big trees. And we're not seeing the Shah creep anywhere around us. We're seeing a bush right nearby. It's a hilly area. We're looking west-ish at a big tree. I'm going to say we're here. Without thinking too hard. We're not. We're way over here. Okay, that's what we're looking at. Okay, I probably already ruined this run. Fellwood! I don't think we have seen Fellwood a lot. We are in Fellwood. And now I am not thinking straight. I'm not focusing on the game. What part this is? There are some lakes. There is some water. And we're looking at a hill. South at a hill. And more east-ish of us is water. South at a hill with trees, and the trees are not rendered on this because the trees anywhere in northwestern Kalendor are way too big, so they are not rendered on the minimap. I want to say we're like somewhere in this area. Could this be it that we are looking at? And we're looking southish at a hill that is way closer to us. So we should be like south at a hill, and then there is water more east-ish, not west-ish of us. My first thought was here, but we should be seeing like a hill in front of us. So water and a hill in front of us. And the water is behind the hill. More south than the hill. Could this be it? I'm going to say this is it's probably not. So yeah, my first guess was closer. But how are we seeing? Was this really what we are seeing? Okay, this is Spires of Iraq. Is this the... We're looking southwest. And we should be at Draenor. We're in Spires of Iraq. We should be looking like at least these like palisades that are around that one admiral's garrison, that admiral who died there. This is the garrison, I think, but I don't think this is it. This is his entrance. I think we are looking south at the the actual alliance camp in the zone, southwest, and we're looking southwest. Looking southwest. west in this direction, and the road is looking southwest at the camp, and there are trees in front of us. And which side of the road we are in? If looking southwest, we must be on this side of the road to see it. Looking southwest. So to put it north, southwest. So we rotate in this direction. We're turning it. If we rotate in this direction, we're turning it south. So south, this road should be more like this. So north, it should also be like this. So we're on. Well, if we're on this side of the road, we're not seeing. Looking south, we're not seeing the. I'm thinking too much. We were in front of Admiral Taylor's garrison. Okay. We are at the eastern edges of the Ungora crater. We are looking northwest at the entrance to Silithus. We're looking right along the road to Silithus, and we are seeing this water before us, so we must be like here. 10 meters away. Yeah, that was an easy one, because there was a very clear landmark that was right in front of us. Oh, come on. You can't take a screenshot under the geometry of the buildings. Like, this is Shadowlands, this is Revendreth, but I am going to report this screenshot because you are under the building. Can't get under the building. Okay. Which part of Revendreth are we, though? Trees floating above the cut of the ground because of the. What is this screenshot? Like this Revendreth also looks very samey in many of the places. I want to say we're like in this section, the whole Castle Nathria. But being stuck under the stairs really throws me off. It's probably wrong, but I'm going to guess we are and the grass is blue, more blue than red. So we're looking west at a corner. I'm going to say here, but it's probably wrong. We were around Castle Nathria, though. Yeah, I will have to report this screenshot, because what is this? Under the geometry of the buildings. And after you report, there is no comment to make about what is wrong. So that's also something I'd report. When you report, it should be reporting what's wrong with it. Because someone volunteering to do this work on this website would just see the screenshot, not notice that we are under the stairs, and say, no, wrong report. We can keep the screenshot. We really should be seeing an option to what are we reporting. We are in Shadowmoon Valley. We are in Shadowmoon Valley, and I think we are like in Outland first, and I think we are like right when we go up into this place where you go questing for the Netherwing dragons. Looking east at a building, of which there is those buildings everywhere here. We're right before a hill rising before us. Are there any more places like this that we could be seeing here? We could be on the island over there, but no, I don't think we're on the island. I think we're over here. I think we are like here. yeah, 10 meters away. Okay, round 24. This is Valley of Eternal Blossoms in Pandaria. And we're looking south at a mostly clear area. We are probably somewhere in here then. No landmarks. I think I recognize this. I think we are seeing Mistful Village southwest of us. Southwest of us. I think this is what we are seeing here. This building, or that is the wall. Oh, that is the wall. I usually go with my first guess, so I'm going to say, well, is it further than it seems, or do I go with my first guess? Oh, this is the places we are seeing. This was my first thought, that these hills are what we were seeing. But what would be this building we were seeing here? I'm going to say we are here. Okay, so the further guess that we're seeing the wall was right in this case. We are probably not getting above position number 13 here. This is Northern Barrens, and we are looking north at one of these. Only which one? Could be technically, could be looking here. Could be looking like one of these. So again, not a lot of landmarks. Like, some people would recognize this exact tree in this exact situation, but I'm not that good yet. Maybe after I keep doing this for years, maybe I'll be that good. Could be looking like at this hill, but I need something that like rises up like here. I want to say this is Northern Barrens, because that was my first gut feeling, that is Northern Barrens, and we are looking at, I think this might be where we know, but we would be seeing this somewhere here. Could we be here? No, I don't think so. Could be here. Could be looking at this. Here. And there should be like a tree in front of us, but does it not render the trees in the barrens? I don't see. This is something that one should learn if one wanted to get really good at this. Whether they render on which minimaps do they render the trees? I'm going to say we're here. No, this should be. Show me this. It goes like, keeps going high, but it doesn't here. I'm going to say here. No. Really? That was way over here. This is what we are seeing? Huh. Okay. Yeah, they're definitely not getting position over number 13. Jade Forest, again. There's a lot of Jade Forest and a lot of Dread Wastes. And a lot of Netherstorm. And what are we looking at? Road going mostly parallel to what we are seeing, so northwest road in Jade Forest. What we are seeing, like the edge of like a building over here. Is this Kunlai Summit with the Temple of the White Tiger that we are seeing over here? If we are seeing that west of us, like seeing like the very edge, And the road going... No, this doesn't make sense. Road going north-northwest in this area somewhere. I don't think this is this area. I think I would recognize this area. Could be this place. Road going north-northwest. It could be like here. But this going like northeast-ish around us. Could be like here, and then we would be seeing that west-ish. Okay, I'm going to gamble and say we're here. No, yeah, I knew that wasn't that area. So what were we seeing there? So what was the building we were seeing there in west? What were we? What was the building we were seeing there? It couldn't have been that. It doesn't seem right to be seeing it that close to west from that angle. Not an area I am very familiar with. I want to say Tanan Jungle. I have not done a lot of Tanan Jungle. But this seems like it's one of the places with like the Bleeding Hollow camps. Like these spikes. And this is like a road going right under this hill, so I want to say we're here. Yeah, this was... it was the right idea, just not the exact right, road going under the hill with big spikes. Just, I value this guess better than the one that was like 20 meters away in Crystal Song Forest, because this is a much better guess than the tiny Crystal Song Forest that has very different areas, different landscapes. And this is in Legion for sure, in Broken Isles. And I still mix up Ajuna and Suramar. There are areas of Suramar that look a lot like Ajuna. I want to say this is Ajuna. And we're looking at like... I don't really recognize this area behind the tree over here. Should probably recognize this building. I want to say this is like this whole area somewhere here. I haven't quested a lot in this particular area, I don't think. This must be pretty out of the way. This is not the area where the Naga are like uphill from the half sunken area, is it? It is like an area in Ajuna when you're going down, or you're going up rather, and there's like these Naga attacking these like half sunken areas with the ghosts. This must be the area I was thinking about. But the ground is grey. Might be that. And we are looking southeast roughly at this building. Could be this building here. Looking south east at it. And we are not at the right entrance to it. South. This is the building I was thinking about, but it looks different. And there's a hill rising in front of us, looking southeast. I'm going to say here, but it's probably wrong. Yeah, it's in this whole area. I completely forgot about this area. Yeah. Okay, round 29. This is Azure Mist Isles. I forgot the name of the zone in one of the previous videos. I remembered the zone and what it looked like. But I forgot the name. It is Azure Mist Isles. Yeah. This couldn't be Ashenvale. Azuremist Isle, but only which part of it? There's trees in front of us, so that's a good hint. There are trees in front of us. And we're not seeing any hints of any landmarks. Like there is like a hill rising that is like southeast of us. I'm going to say we're here, but the small trees. Yeah, no second guessing. I'm going to say we're here. Yeah. Where are the hills that I was seeing rising in front of us? Couldn't have been seeing that in the southeast direction. I should have been seeing water south. I'm starting to get suspicious of this game. Okay, round 30. At least I think this compass is misleading, because what it shows at northwest as west is not this is not west, because if this was west, then this would be south, and then this would be east, but also this is east. So this compass is misguiding for sure. And we are in Voldoon again. I think I know where we are. I think we are right at that one final pyramid where you go to go under that pyramid. Is that the area? No, this is the other area near it. This is the area with all the Sethrak. Where is that pyramid that you go under to fight Jakrazet? Where is that pyramid? I keep thinking about this, but no, this is the other area. This is it. This is the pyramid. And we're looking like north beside the pyramid, and we're seeing some rocks over here. So I think this is the section we're seeing here. So I'm going to say we are here. 11 meters away. Okay, that was a good one. Okay, let's see how we have done. 13,000 points, and we are position number 10 this time. So we did improve. We did improve. That is good. We did improve. I really thought we wouldn't improve because of some very bad guesses that we have done. But yeah. Number 10, and we were number 13 the last time I was doing these exact parameters, so we have improved. Okay, back to lobby. Let's see. Let's check these parameters again. The same parameters, and we are number 10. It doesn't show us position. It does show us. Just have to scroll a little. We're number 13. We're number 17 before, number 13. So yeah, we are number 10 now. We are on the podium. And the other people on this list have been on this list since at least like 2-3 months. The winner has been there since 16 days. So if I keep going, if I keep working on it, I might beat them. But it's an improvement. I am on the first 10 on this particular category. So I hope we will improve that eventually. Well, let's see if we can find Krender on here, because he was doing like 1 minute, I think. That's still showing us. So if I turn the timer on or not, that still shows us the same leaderboard. That's interesting. I thought it would be a different leaderboard if we change this. Yeah, that's interesting. I thought that changing the time would really give us a different leaderboard. Hmm. But this guy got much higher point, not much higher, slightly more points with a much shorter time. So this guy's probably really a lot better than me because because the time isn't really quantified. And the weekly, I was the only person this week who did these exact parameters. Okay, 8 minutes. This guy did it in 8 minutes and did better than me. Like, so okay, these guys are much better than me. The guy number one also has a similar time to mine, even longer than mine. So I feel like that's not very fair to have people that do not have the timer and people who do have the timer all together. I don't think that's very fair. Okay? Anyway, that should be it for this video, and you should be seeing it on the same day. And I hope you enjoyed it. If you do want to see more WoW GeoGuessr, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll do all the YouTube things. Maybe if maybe you can drop something at the coffee page linked in the video description below if you enjoyed the content I'm making. And yeah, that should be it for today, and I should be back with you with another more lore based video soon, and I hope to see you next time.